If you were a PlayStation kid in the late 90s, you probably remember Croc, the wide-eyed, tail-spinning reptile who, for a brief moment, stood toe-to-toe with Crash and Spyro. Now in 2025, Croc, Legend of the Gobbos, is back polished, remastered, and ready to relive the glory days. But here's the question: did we actually want this comeback? Or is this nostalgia in denial? This is Veteran Game, and today we're cracking open the Crocopedia to see if this retro reptile still rules. Back in 1997, Croc was born from a scrapped Yoshi 3D pitch. True story, Argonaut Software wanted to make a 3D Yoshi platformer after working with Nintendo on Star Fox. Nintendo said no, so Argonaut turned that idea into its own thing. What we got was Croc, Legend of the Gobbos, a charming clunky 3D platformer with tank controls, tiny platforms, and a vibe that somehow stuck with a generation. Fast forward to 2025. Argonaut has remastered the original, and surprisingly, they didn't mess it up. This is a remaster, not a remake, and that matters. The levels, enemies, and structure are exactly as you remember. But everything has been visually upgraded. New models, smoother textures, lighting effects, even a toggle that lets you switch between retro and modern graphics with a button tap. The visuals are clean but still retain that 90s soul. It's like someone scrubbed the CRT fuzz off your childhood memories. The music, still catchy, still weirdly charming. And while it's not reorchestrated like Spyro's remaster, the original soundtrack holds up. Plus, you can blast in the Crocopedia mode along with concept art, dev interviews, and even bizarre old ads. Here's the best part: the tank controls are optional now. You can finally control Croc with modern analog movement and a fully adjustable camera. It feels smoother, faster, and far more natural. That alone makes this the definitive version to play, even if you grew up struggling to line up every jump. Speaking of jumps, well, they're still kinda rough. Despite improved controls, Croc's platforming is floaty, and the level design occasionally gets mean, especially in World 3. The game has a wild difficulty spike that'll catch you off guard. And without save states or rewind functions, you're gonna feel the burn on those narrow ledges. Each level tasks you with finding 6 gobos and 5 colored crystals. You miss one, you can't face the true final boss. Completionists, be warned. This game will make you replay levels if you're aiming for 100%. But in shorter bursts, Croc's levels are quick, accessible, and weirdly addictive. It's like digital potato chips, not deep, but you keep snacking. The boss fights, though, let's just say they're better in your memory. Simple patterns, awkward animations, and barely a challenge. A missed opportunity. Now this is where the remaster really earns bonus points. The Crocopedia is a treasure trove: developer interviews, production notes, unreleased cartoon scripts, early character designs. It's an amazing behind-the-scenes dive and a love letter to fans. Honestly, every retro remaster should have something like this. It turns Croc from just a game into a mini museum piece. Look, Croc was never on the same level as Mario 64 or Banjo-Kazooie. It was a middle-tier mascot game that hit at just the right time. And this remaster doesn't magically elevate it to greatness. But what it does do is polish a flawed gem. It makes Croc playable, enjoyable, and accessible without losing its identity. The visuals pop, the controls finally work, and the nostalgia fully intact. If you loved Croc as a kid, this is the remaster you always hoped for. If you're new and just curious about the 3D platforming boom of the 90s, Croc is a charming, if basic, entry point. It won't blow you away, but it will make you smile. Croc, Legend of the Gobbos Remastered, is a faithful, fun, and surprisingly thoughtful update. It doesn't rewrite history, but it respects it. It's not the best 3D platformer on the market. But for fans of the era, it's like opening a time capsule and finding it's been polished inside and out. This has been Veteran Game. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. We bring retro deep dives, bold reviews, and gaming nostalgia to the front lines. Now go rescue some Gobbos, and maybe, just maybe, we'll get Croc 2 next.